this is the point. Rajab Tayyip Erdogan and also the Turkish people must decide they want to be a state who's just interfering in everybody's land, or you want to have a state that we respect the state from everybody. This is also a piece of news that shows everybody that Turkey is in a very good terms with all the terror going all around.
Okay, moving to the Daily Star, where Palestinian gets 3 life terms for murder of Israeli settlers. An Israeli military court handed 3 life sentences to a Palestinian militant convicted of organizing the kidnapping and murder of 3 Israeli occupation settlers. Hossam Qawsami was also ordered to pay 250,000 shekels in compensation to each of the 3 families at a hearing in Afar military court near the West Bank city of Ramallah. Here we have an occupied country, an occupier who is judging and executing orders or
this is, yes.
This is a weird situation. They are the one who is controlling everything. Why didn't, for example, they kill him, for example? Why didn't they give him a life term sentence?
Maybe because the law there say that it's not a complete case to get killed by the Israeli government. But the situation in Palestine, it's also very weird. And also is the question for everybody. Is it the politically first, or having fights with Israeli now, it's better? This is the main question. If you want to go politically, let's go politically. Everybody will help you. We'll help Palestine, but all means this is what Egypt is doing and will be doing until they solve the case. Or we will be fighting now. This is the main question. I guess from my point of view, let's try politically, because we are gaining some ground in Europe. We have some countries now want to declare Palestine as a state. Let's try to have this small amount of light and walk to it. So maybe we will solve it. So I know Palestine is occupied now for 60 years, and also we have problems, daily problems there between Palestine citizen, which suffers from the occupation of Israeli. We have bombings each 2 years now. If we are counting, we have Gaza problem each 2 years. We don't have a Palestinian ministry to speak with, no election in Gaza. All these political, let's say, weakness, it's getting backfiring to the general case of Palestine. This is what must get together all the Palestine parts, even Hamas or Fatah must get together and decide we will be in war or we will be around taking the nation. I guess it's about time not to open fire, and we all know that Israel just love it and they kill everybody and they bomb everywhere. So let's try it politically this time, because we are now having problem in Syria, Iraq, everywhere.
And is it not danger for Israel itself, the safety?
They want war, Israel, they want war totally. They have some
But they're going to be in danger.
Not very big danger. Yes, Hamas is threatening Israel, but Israel, they want war. It's totally, they want it inside because they have some political problem there. They want to unite people, so we will unite people against Hamas. So we are happy to have war. They're happy to bomb Gaza also because they will having another weapon, another bullets, another rockets sent from outside freely. Third thing, if they want money everywhere, they can have money. Fourth thing, they can say we are harmed by the Palestinian people. They get into a position that we are just trying to prevent some harm from to Israeli people. So they want war. Say they want war. We will not give them the excuse. I guess it's about time to think about it. We will not give them the excuse. From Gaza, what happened? It's 600 million, 6 billion even. Where is the 6 billion? Nothing is paid yet because they don't have a full ministry and they don't have a democratic election. So to everybody, I guess it's clear that we must go to Palestinian settlement first. Second things, go having an election to have a state. Third thing, we'll push politically. Not having some terrorist attack, what they call it, Israel terrorist attack, or even or trying to have a war there. It's not about time. If we don't succeed in this plan, let's go to the other plan
To
B.
another one.
But plan B is not, it's getting nothing to everybody now, until now.
Okay, moving to Global Post, where we have Daesh police official beheaded. The news said that a top figure in Daesh self-declared police force, which has carried out beheadings, was himself found decapitated in eastern Syria. British-based this Center for Human Rights said that the man was an Egyptian national and was known as the deputy emir of Al Hasba force in Syrian province. Now we don't hear about the so-called Al Qaeda militant group, and now we have another famous militant group, which is Daesh. It's all arms and power and money and everything, and they're making also their own laws, beheading and killing. And what do you think of this Daesh?
First, the Qaeda and Daesh. The Qaeda, Qaeda did make some military action in Syria at the early 2011. Everybody say that it's not Qaeda, it's another people who's helping the revolution. So they give them the name of Daesh just to have a political umbrella that they are fighting for our freedom. So then it's Daesh born, but it's Qaeda. And then when it's Daesh was born, they're having a lot of money, so they are getting money by themselves out of Qaeda. So they declare that the Qaeda is outside, and then they declare that the Qaeda is out of religion, and they are the religion.
Throw it out.
Yeah, throw it out. This is what happened historically situation. And now Daesh beheading everybody, decapitating everybody. This is what they love to do, and this is what they are doing everywhere 40 years ago or 30 years ago, because they believe this is something religious, to fight everybody, to kill everybody, to put them into Islam. This is very against Islam, by the way. So they now the Daesh having a new reborn of Qaeda. Qaeda at the past time, they are fanatics. They live in deserts. They having they eat whatever they see. It's being a religious militant. This time Daesh having some salaries, paying some salaries, having some wives, having some, let's say, they have schools now, and they have officers and police officers. So it's getting...
They're building their own regime.
Yeah, they're building their own regime, and it's getting money to everybody. So you can, now some Iraqis can go to Daesh or whatever to get paid well, better than he got paid from his own country. It's they're trying to make Daesh a state after a while, and then to dissolve Iraq into some states. This is the real story of Daesh. Now also it will help us to answer the question, why 3 years? I guess that's international or foreign need that Daesh will stay until 3 years, until they get total control of some area and they give them some state. This is cannot be done by all means, because all the region will be exploded by these Daesh and these things. Our message to all the religious Islamic people in Egypt, especially because Saudi Arabia, maybe I don't know what their opinion, they must have a new message for Islam. Islam is not killing people, not decapitating people. Where are you guys? We must have another way to talk with people about religion. We just closed all the fanatics channels in Egypt, which is great. But we must have another place to speak to people about religion, because most of the people now, they are thinking they are Islam or against Islam. We don't know. We must have a firm message from the Azhar that they are enemies first to our countries and to our state, and also it's not
and why such a statement did not released from Al-Azhar?
It's a very deep question, because the Azhar inside, we have like 40 years, this point of view, it's a part of the general points of view of Islam. This is the main problem. You have like 10 things that, 10, tafsir, what they call it. This is declared one of them 40 years ago. So to put it outside, it's very hard now, because it's really good paid to be in this situation. You will gain the most money of the other people there in others. So they are in deep in Azhar. I guess it's about time to remove these ideas, these fanatic ideas from Islam, and it's not good at all to keep it as some point of view. No, it's not a point of view, it's a crime. We must get it
it's against
outside.
Islam and its
Also, it's
rituals.
harming all the Islam from this fanatic things. It's when from a foreign point of view, they see Islam as a whole. Yeah. It's hard to tell everybody, yes, this is a real small people thinking some weird things. No, you must remove it and say, well, it's out of Islam to do these things. Decapitating people is surely against any religion, not only Islam. So the Azhar must have a revision for what they are doing and what they are saying now.
Well, Mr. Marwan Younis, a political analyst, thank you for joining us.
Pleasure
and
is all
welcome
mine.
once
Thank
again
you.
to World Today.
Sure.
Well, this brings us to the end of our show. I'm Dina Mamdouh. Please stay tuned.